So today I was thinking more about the mission here that I feel I'm called to help develop in Wisconsin, and I'm still feeling into it. I feel like it has called to me, and I'm still interpreting it. It's not just my own ideas that I'm so gung-ho about, and I'm ready to implement. It's really, really something beyond me. So one of the things I was thinking about today was some of the grief and loneliness that is just a part of raising a child with autism. And about a year ago, a YouTube video by a mom named Kate went viral. And she manages a blog called Finding Cooper's Voice. She shared a video just being really authentic. I think it's called The Last Time You Think Everything is Going to Be Okay. And in the video, she openly processed the grief of seeing the limitations of her child, basically, and just coming face to face with these limitations aren't just going to magically disappear. Now, not everyone might, relate to Kate and her perspective or the way she deals with autism in her life, and that's totally fine. But the one thing I totally respect about her was getting on camera and crying and being honest and saying, this sucks. I was thinking that, when you're pregnant with that child, and I did this with Liam and all my kids, you have 9 months to dream. For 9 months, you dream. And that child does not have autism in your dream. That child is healthy. That child is connected, talking, social, can do anything, is achieving their dreams. You don't dream about a bunch of obstacles being in your child's path. But then reality hits, and then your child is diagnosed, and then you start walking in this lifestyle where things don't come easy. And whether you have neurotypical children or you only have that child with autism, you play the comparison game, and you totally see how your child is not part of a whole array of activities and opportunities based on their condition. And it's not a lot of times intentional, it's just by necessity. If your child can't do a family gathering, it's too much sensory overload, then you don't go to those family gatherings. You can't always work through them, right away. If your child can't follow directions and motor-wise engage in a sport, then you are limited to certain types of activities that your child can do with their physical capacity. So everything gets affected with autism. And we grieve what we expected that cannot be. Now, I do want to propose this idea that grief is a normal part of parenting. It's a normal part of life. And it's nothing to be ashamed of. And it actually is very healthy to realize that we are dreamers, and then we have to change gears a lot and dream differently in life. And so there's a grief process. Every time you let go of one dream and adopt another, there's a grief process. Okay, it doesn't mean you don't love your child. It doesn't mean you're going to be stuck crying in your room for years. No. In fact, if you are actively processing grief, you are in the process of accepting your child and finding more and more options and opportunities for them, because you're not going to force the things that aren't going to work. You're going to grieve them and let them go. And you're going to say, what can my child do? What are their ables? What can I either get them involved in, or what can I create to help them thrive? So grief, normal, it's going to happen. Embrace it. It frees us. It's part of raising, especially a special needs child, but also just regular children. So I also was thinking today that, one of the first things I'll probably do is create a Thriving Heart support group. And it'll be a place for parents to meet and openly discuss these kind of ideas of what are your dreams for your child, and how do you want to get that? How do you want to meet them? What do you want to do next? And what emotions are you processing as you raise your child? I think if parents had that support, amazing things could happen. They are the ones who can steer and create this nonprofit into being exactly what our kids need. So I'm pretty sure my first order of business is going to be raising up that support group that just loves each other and can dream together. And the cool thing is I'm going to be part of this community group called the Sensory Room Program. And the director there already told me there are 25 kids involved. And they even have a day program for adults. So Liam gets to go to an after-school program where they have crafts and they cook together, and they have a sensory room with balls and swings and different kind of activities. So I can't wait this Thursday to share more with you about what that's like, and if that is going to be part of my in to a community that will really change the face of Friendship, Wisconsin and the world.